Hello, I'm Super Orange Cat here today with another Toonami ratings video, this time for this past Saturday, January 28th, 2023. Without further ado, let's start at the top of the block. At the top of the block, we have My Hero Academia at a 0.12, Made in Abyss at a 0.10, One Piece at a 0.10, Yashahime at a 0.10, and Naruto at a 0.09. Overall, this was a very solid week for the block. And again, let's go into more detail here. Again, My Hero Academia led the charge by going up to 100s. And I don't think it might have one time before the season gotten to a 0.12, but really it hasn't. It's been roughly around like 0.10, 0.09 most of the season so far. So we had a little bit of an increase there. And then the most impressive thing about the rest of the block was just how rock solid the retention was. Like, you have Made in Abyss at a 0.10, and then the next two shows after that in Yashahime and One Piece were also at a 0.10. And then Naruto fell off a 0.10, but only fell a teeny tiny bit to 0.09. And that's usually, back historically, the best Toonami lineups are the ones that in the middle and later part of the block have this hard retention where most people just keep watching. And we had that here. Also, it helps that I can't think of anything notable that happened Saturday night that was not on Toonami. Like, usually it's like a big UFC night, or like those are the nights that lead to low ratings. Like, it's always been historically like a big UFC night or something, or a big, particularly notable basketball game or something. None of those really happened late Saturday night, and usually those things are over by midnight too. And again, we had another week where Toonami is doing better. It's faring a little bit better this year than it did end last year. It'll be interesting to see where, again, this upcoming Saturday we have a little bit of a different schedule. One Piece will be off the block this week, and instead we'll have the final two episodes of season 2 of Yashahime at 1 and 1:30. And then the following Saturday, February 11th, we're going to have another little bit of a weird, little different schedule. One Piece will be back at 1:30. However, we'll have the final two episodes, or they might have packaged it as a 1-hour season finale, I'm not sure, of Made in Abyss at 12:30 through 1:30. And it'll be interesting to see after that February 18th what Toonami decides to do. I have seen a lot of people really start to talk about Lupin Zero maybe being a show that replaces Slot in the Block. I've had people saying Chainsaw Man, but it's not going to be Chainsaw Man. And I've had some people even try to say that it might be like, oh, we might be finally getting the fifth plate of Food Wars. I don't think Food Wars is ever returning to Toonami. I think the safe bet is one of the two new slots will be a rerun of Fully Cooley. By Fully Cooley, I mean Fully Cooley Progressive, since the original aired on New Year's Eve, or really New Year's Day, because it started at midnight with the, at the same time as, the ball dropping and Georgia beating Ohio State, go Dogs. And I think it'll be Progressive, will be one of the two slots. The other one will be interesting. Lupin Zero seems to be a very easy choice because, again, we've had like parts 3 through 6 on the block already. It's something that seems like it would probably be pretty easy for Toonami to get to. And if they wanted to save their money for something later in the year, that might be the choice they make. I've had some people say Pop Team Epic Season 2. With the hubbub around Season 1 back in 2018, I don't think we're ever getting Season 2 on Toonami. And also, there was another thing where apparently, allegedly, Attack on Titan, like the end, is going to be just 2 giant long episodes. Be interesting to see how Toonami schedules that in when that's ready. I think it'll still be a little bit of time before that, though. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see over the next few weeks, something to stay tuned in. There's going to be at least one big announcement in the next week or two regarding show replacements on Toonami. That's something to stay tuned to. And I'm also, since South Park, I believe, starts season, I think, 27 at this point next week, stay tuned for me doing some videos on that. So without further ado, I am the Super Orange Cat, and that is all.